It's a collection of research on a species of worm, with some scrawled notes in the margins. Professor, these are the biomedical journals of Dr. J. Petries. Petries? Probably butchered that. MSc, PhD. Completed between the dates of the 30th of March, 1969 and the 1st of January, 1972. At the Northwestern Research Station within the Northwestern Iron Mine, with the permission of Delta Mining Corps. Replication of selected extracts left at the disposal of mine foreman. Subject of study, genus Rhizophilia? Probably butchered that. Commonly gray rockworm. Aim, to investigate the abnormal presence of the Candidus in the Greenland rock. Method, collection of samples. If indeed they can be identified correctly. Can you stop whispering in my right ear? I'm trying to read. Standard series of testing, observation, and dissection. Personal notes. Upon arrival of the mining facility, at the mining facility, I was immediately stunned by the sheer volume of fauna that finds its way down here. Despite the conditions, in general, one would assume that species whose natural habitat is past a certain depth would find the intrusion of human activity too great a threat to remain in place. However, almost the exact opposite seems to be the case in this instance. It is curious that certain areas of the mine appear to be entirely without life of any kind, and yet other deeper areas are teeming, and where the situation permitting, I would embrace the opportunity to commit further time to the study of these organisms. However, the purpose of my stay here shall continue to be the genus Rhizophilia. Me. Finally, some writing paper. Look at me, just using up the pages to scrawl down whatever comes into my head. What is that stuff anyway? Some kind of research paper? No matter, it's paper all the same. I can finally record what's been happening down here for me. I suppose about a year now? It must be near the end of 2001 by now. I wonder when Christmas was. No matter. Too tired to write now. We'll rest a little first. Professor. Samples collected. The collection process has been far easier than I anticipated. The setup of the artificial environment for the rockworm went without a hitch, and the specimens themselves are so abundant as to make keeping them out far more challenging than containing them. They are all of healthy size, perhaps even beyond record size, and I can only assume that this is due to some lack of natural predators down here. Specimens are as follows: 3 adults in artificial habitat, 2 larval infants dead. Me. I've been down here 2 days now. I was meaning to record events every day, but was too busy securing the area. I've used some supplies from the old mining systems to wall myself in here. It seems as safe a place as any, so those things should at least stay put for a little while. To that end, seems I've had plenty of lucky stumbling here. All this old research is about something similar to what's been hunting me ever since I escaped the shelter 4 days ago. Don't get me wrong, after what they did to me back there, I'd rather be facing anything else, and almost a year of fighting for our lives, we didn't really stand a chance anyway. I don't know how many are left inside, but this is good. These notes might have some way to fight these things, the rockworms that followed me here. I don't know how they knew I was coming, or how they managed to follow me in the dark, but maybe I could work that out now. I found some old newspaper clippings here. I guess they're referring to this mine. I had no idea it was so old, so big. I can see now why they built that facility here in the first place. A lot of history buried down here. It worries me, though. We'd been resting all our hopes on rescue on one of the scientists who escaped right near the start of it all. He got out almost as the chaos began, so we figured he might have made it out and brought help, but maybe me and him are due the same fate. I must record what's going on, give the world the answers it needs, so it doesn't fall prey to what's been released down here. But first, I need to worry about myself, find a way out of here, and work out how to kill these worm things. So we have a date, 2001, approximately, is when this is taking place, when this led up to. So a year, depending on what it is, a year before 2001, there was some calamity that happened, and the scientists, apparently one or a few escaped, or nobody escaped, which that's more likely. Professor. Observations. These creatures are indeed larger than has previously been recorded. The juveniles seem to still be growing far beyond their natural limits, although the adults have now expired. I will watch with interest to see what the lifespan is of these particular subspecies. The worms appear to have 3 senses, as would be validated by previous research: taste, smell, and an extremely sensitive sense of touch, which allows them to detect vibrations in the rock in the same way that the human eye senses beams of light and processes them into spatial images. Their natural prey is insects smaller than themselves, and heaven help those insects, because the worm is as vicious and efficient a killer. He's wrong. They have no sense of smell. Today I attempted to distract them with a concoction I found lying around, but to no avail. However, it does seem that they detect movement via vibrations, which would explain how they can see in the dark. Damn, there's almost no way to escape them down here. I'm in their territory now. Lifespan is 3 days and counting. I can still hear them outside the wall. As an extra precaution, I've locked myself in this small study area, connected to the main lab room. If they get through the wall, I doubt this door will stop them, but it's better than nothing, barely. Professor. Conclusions. This subspecies of genus Rocophilia is highly adapted for this environment. If released above the surface, it seems likely that it would quickly destroy the existing rockworm population, and soon after that the population would grow to a size far outstripping its own food supplies. Given its increase in size and lifespan already due to unknown conditions, I would hypothesize that the worm, if left in such conditions for a reasonable period of time, perhaps 3,000 or 4,000 years, could grow up to a further 3 inches, making it a total of almost 1 foot long. Oh, it's bigger than that. It's a little bit bigger than that. However, should those conditions change, or indeed magnify, physical evolution could occur more rapidly. Me. It's the 5th day today, and I swear they have begun to surround my location. I can't tell whether or not they have breached the wall I built, but I'm certain they've entered whatever area surrounds this room. The future looks increasingly bleak. I intended to record here the events of the past year in the hope that perhaps what occurred could be contained or driven away. Now I realize I could write all I wanted to. No one would ever make it down here to read it. So why write this now? Good question. I have no answer. All I do know is I'd rather take my own life than die at the jaws of those hideous monsters. I have tied a noose. Those monsters may feed on my corpse, but they won't take my life. Alright, it sounds like, according to his findings, these things were big, but they weren't that big. It looks like he squashed one of them under here. Something changed in their environment to make them explode in growth. I don't know what that would be, though. Alright, let's save again. Yeah, you're never going to use that. What did I get from here? I didn't get anything except for story. Is there something I was supposed to find in here? There's nothing but these jars, which I can easily break. These cabinets are damaged. Something violent came here. You know, a big worm that kind of ate everything. Let's go in. Not a good idea? Probably not. Yeah, I don't see anything. Alright, let's get out of here. There is one other place to go. Well, with all that information, you'd think we would... I'm having flashbacks to Resident Evil, the very first one. Is there anything in this slide? Get the hell out of my way. Because I am looking for a code. Can't move these bookshelves. Make sure I look around and see if there's anything written. Doesn't look like it. Stupid slugs. Okay. Scientific journals. Alright. let's get out of here. There is one other place we can go. And it will be easy for us to come back here now. Alright, getting past the dogs. Ow, my eyes. Ooh, what's that? That's Spade. Alright, I'm keeping everything, obviously, so if I do find a code, I'll be able to reference it again. Hi, doggy. How you doing? Not around just yet. There you go. Alright, we've already been to the refinery. We want to go shaft 13. Can't get into the shaft down there yet. Oh, hi, doggy. If I'm going away, I want to see what's in there. Went away, apparently. Another one of those rooms. So there are a couple of steam rooms, whatever the hell that means. Mind coming out here, doggy? Come on. There you are. Come on, dog, let's go. There we go. There's another steam room. Is this a dead end over here? It's dead, okay. Fair enough. Suits over in shaft 13. Lucky number 13! I hope there's something in here. Okay, good. Yeah. One of those tunnels. I know what this means. Better not stick around here too long. These rocks look loose. I might be able to shift them, but they're more likely to bury me alive. It's not like I have a choice. I don't have a code to get out. This is a toilet. I can't get it out of my way. Well, they're not going to bury me alive if I can't get this one out of the way. Alright, I can't shift it with... Well, it is kind of impacted in the floor, it looks like. Alright, can I go around? Oh, fuck me. No, I'm stuck in here until this is done. Yeah, this place is definitely trying to kill me. It has succeeded a few times. Oh my god. Oh, I thought that rumbling was a worm. Oh boy. Oh, fuck me. Go away. I don't know if the light is keeping it at bay. It looks like it might be. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. So they might very well be afraid of light, which is good for me, because I have a flashlight. I need this on. You're not gonna come out, are you? Alright. Let's look through everybody's stuff.